Hi, hello, welcome to IS Factors Daily Mains Challenge, and this is day 16 with me, Arjun R. Shankar. So, since yesterday we started writing 15 marks question, that means we started writing 3 pages. I hope you have written the answers also. So, let's get into day 16. Do subscribe to our channel and follow Telegram. And let's go for the 20 minutes challenge. And today's topic is something that you can quickly complete in 20 minutes. It, if you look at it from a different perspective, it can be a very larger topic, but I'm sure you this is an important area, and this is an important area from agriculture. Agriculture has become one of the very favorite areas of UPSC, whether it is prelims or mains. And prelims, you often get questions from agriculture, so it's good to focus on that area. So consider this is a very important area. By studying this area, you can touch into so many other areas that can be helpful. Okay, so when you prepare for this topic, make sure that I'm sure you will come across various other things that are potential questions for your mains as well as prelims. So when you do this, maybe note down certain other topics that you come across, and maybe some other time you can develop those topics. Okay, this is how you do it. And let's go to the day 16. We're talking about climate resilient agriculture. Recent articles in the Press Information Bureau, the government has come up regarding what is the have you heard about the concept called NICRA? National Innovations in Climate Resilient Agriculture is NICRA. What is the concept of climate resilient agriculture? There are various article which talks about alternate income for the farmers. So agriculture and farming is one area where you can. This is also an important thing. What are the alternate income sources for farmers? And from Paris to Belém, building a climate resilient food future. There are a lot of things, a lot of articles, but I've taken the most important thing, the government's report. That is the most important thing that I should say. And now moving on to the dimensions. First of all, know what is climate resilient agriculture. Can be a definition. So it's very simple. We are living in an era of disasters, let's say heat wave, droughts, flood, irregular rainfall, new pest, extreme weather. So whatever this happens, create a agriculture system that is resilient in all these difficulties. So that is basically the climate resilient agriculture that can withstand all these calamities and still create more productivity without harming the environment is a very good example. So you can see, why do we need resilient agriculture now? Because the weather's unpredictability. Today you have drought, tomorrow you have flood, then you have heat waves, pest rise, farmers are losing income, food security is becoming shaky. Agriculture must adapt to survive. That is the key word. In today's era, we need to create a system of agriculture which is able to adapt to the problems that we have in the world. It's not that since we have so many problems, agriculture is failing, agriculture has become shaky. No, we need to adapt. That is why you need to know what is climate resilient agriculture and why do we need this. That is the need, and this is a very important area. See, all the areas dimension that I'm discussing today in all the answer writing sessions are equally a mains question. So it's good to know, okay, these areas are important and the dimensions of questions can go this way. It's basically understanding that. And why do we note this, and what is, and from a very specific perspective, you should know what exactly are climate resilient seeds, because how are they helpful, know about that. And the aspects of water management, there is a lot of, all these are important for mains as well as prelims. Drip irrigation, sprinkler, micro irrigation, farm ponds, watershed. I should say drip irrigation, sprinkler are all PYQs in the prelims, and watershed, rainwater harvesting, micro irrigation are all mains questions too. Very important. And know something about the soil health measures. I'm sure when you research this area, you'll get a lot of new things, schemes, which are individually good for UPSC questions. So that is why I said write it down. Maybe you'll not get time to find it out this time. Find it out next time. Find the topics. That will be very important. And what is the concept of weather smart farming? Now it's the age of technology. We use apps to get weather prediction, the Krishi Vigyan Kendras, sowing dates, when to plant, when to harvest, all these alerts. So, weather smart farming can also be a question. Know about this. And the concept, this is also very important area. What is digital architect agriculture? Now, AI based crop advisory, satellite based monitoring, GI soil maps, and we have drone spraying and crop monitoring. All these areas are emerging. So what is the concept of digital agriculture should be known. And again, see, that is why all these are important questions itself. It can be digital agriculture. Know what is precision farming. You manage the exact amount of water, fertilizer, pesticides, create everything that is in requirement. That is what you call, the word is precise. It increases climate resilience and creates more, reduces wastages. So precision farming. And what are the smart equipments that are part of this agriculture? So how are the new technology and equipment part of that? So, and what is the concept of NICRA? The National Innovations in Climate Resilient Agriculture. Find this out, NICRA. And there are a lot of government and institutional schemes as a part of this. It's very difficult to learn all the schemes because I'm sure there are minimum 20 to 25 schemes. It's very difficult to learn it, but go through the most important thing, maybe write it down later, we'll actually develop that. And how is climate resilient farming helping the economy of India? That's a very good area that can be asked in GS paper 3 also. And what climate resilient farming, what is the benefits that it is leading for the society? These are all dimension. And what is the environmental dimension? How is the environment and ecology getting benefited from this? Should be known from that. And how do we deal with climate threats, and how? This smart agriculture, how are we going to deal with all this thing? It's also an important thing. Know about that. And definitely we are bringing international cooperation. So know what is Food and Agriculture Organization, UNFCCC, the CGIR, International Rice Research Institutes, Global Climate Risk Index teams. There are a lot of things that you can find. So how is international cooperation in this agriculture helping us? And what are some of the policies that is supporting climate resilience? This is also another question. The NAPCC, the National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture, State Action Plan on Climate Change, and there are a lot of other things. Try to find it out. Okay, so that is, and we have come to almost the different dimensions, and I'm sure all the dimensions that we've discussed are important questions. Now let's get the today's question, day 16. Now we have 15 marks, 250 words, that means 3 pages. Let's take the question. What is climate resilient agriculture? Explain its significance for India's food security. Critically examine the challenges in scaling climate resilient practice to small and marginal farmers. And this is the question. So let's break down the question. Write an introduction, 3 pages, write an introduction, and make sure that you write a conclusion, very brief. So that is the conclusion and introduction part. And what remains is the body. And the body should be divided into 3 parts. First of all, explain what is climate resilient agriculture. Number 2, write how it is significant for India's food security. Third one, from the perspective of small and marginal farmers, examine the challenges that they have. If you write this breakdown, I'm sure you will get really good marks. So keep trying. This is a good question to try. Please try this question. So do subscribe to our channel IAS Factor and see you tomorrow. This is Arjun R. Shankar. Take care. Good night.